Eat this simple food to regain leg strength in 12 hours. Have you ever found yourself with heavy, aching legs and depleted energy after an intense day of physical activity or long hours on your feet? Imagine being able to completely revitalize your lower limbs in just 12 hours, thanks to specific foods easily available in your kitchen. When leg muscles become fatigued, the root cause is often a deficiency in essential nutrients needed for optimal recovery. The solution doesn't lie in expensive supplements or complicated treatments, but in a targeted nutritional strategy that can radically transform your recovery experience. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore the best foods to regenerate leg muscles, reduce inflammation, and quickly restore energy and vitality. I'll present a selection of extraordinary foods, rich in bioactive compounds that work synergistically to ensure complete recovery and enhance muscular strength. Among all these beneficial foods, one stands out as the absolute champion of muscle recovery, a surprisingly effective natural remedy that many athletes and fitness enthusiasts still don't know about. Keep reading to discover this regenerative elixir and how to incorporate it into your daily routine. The best foods for revitalized, pain-free legs 1. Coconut water, the supreme elixir for the muscle regeneration. Coconut water represents the ultimate solution for those seeking rapid and effective muscle recovery. This natural nectar is exceptionally rich in essential electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, which play a fundamental role in restoring the water-salt balance compromised during intense physical activity. The uniqueness of coconut water lies in its perfectly balanced electrolyte profile, surprisingly similar to human plasma. This unique characteristic makes it superior to any commercial sports drink for deep hydration of muscle tissues. During intense workouts, leg muscles lose crucial minerals through sweating. Coconut water replenishes them with precision, preventing cramps, spasms, and persistent fatigue. The abundant potassium regulates muscle contraction and nerve impulse transmission, while magnesium promotes relaxation of tense muscle fibers. This synergistic combination drastically reduces recovery time and alleviates the sensation of heaviness in the legs. An additional benefit of coconut water is the presence of cytokinin, a phytohormone with powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-aging properties that protects muscle cells from oxidative stress. The naturally present sugars provide immediately available energy without causing glycemic spikes, supporting the recovery process with a constant energy supply. To maximize the benefits, consume it fresh within 30 to 60 minutes after physical activity, when muscles are most receptive to nutrients. You can enjoy it pure, incorporate it into protein shakes, or use it as a base for regenerative smoothies with fresh fruit and ginger for an additional anti-inflammatory effect. 2. Spinach, green power for resilient muscles. Spinach represents a true nutritional treasure for those looking to improve endurance and accelerate leg recovery. These leafy greens are extraordinarily rich in bioactive compounds that work synergistically to optimize muscle functionality. The distinctive element of spinach is its high content of vegetable nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a powerful vasodilator. This biochemical transformation significantly improves blood flow to leg muscles, increasing the supply of oxygen and essential nutrients to muscle fibers. Recent studies have shown that regular consumption of nitrate-rich foods can reduce oxygen consumption during exercise, improving muscle efficiency by up to 5%. Spinach is also an excellent source of magnesium, an essential mineral that regulates over 300 biochemical processes in the body, many directly involved in muscle contraction and relaxation. A magnesium deficiency can manifest with frequent cramps, muscle stiffness, and slowed recovery. problems that can be effectively prevented with regular inclusion of spinach in the diet. The antioxidant profile of spinach is particularly impressive, with high concentrations of vitamin C, vitamin E, beta-carotene, and flavonoids that neutralize free radicals produced during intense physical activity. This cellular protection significantly reduces post-exercise inflammation and accelerates the repair of damaged tissues. To maximize nutrient absorption, consume spinach lightly sautéed with a drizzle of olive oil, which improves the bioavailability of fat-soluble carotenoids. Add a touch of lemon to increase the absorption of non-heme iron, helping to prevent fatigue related to deficiency of this essential mineral. 3. Salmon. Omega-3 for accelerated recovery. Salmon emerges as an undisputed protagonist in the landscape of regenerative foods for fatigued legs. This premium fish offers an exceptionally complete nutritional profile, with particular emphasis on EPA and DHA omega-3 fatty acids, which exert a powerful anti-inflammatory effect on stressed muscle tissues. Intense physical activity naturally triggers inflammatory processes in leg muscles, manifesting as pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. The omega-3s in salmon modulate this inflammatory response, significantly accelerating recovery times and reducing the perception of post-exercise pain. Scientific research has documented how regular integration of omega-3s in the diet can decrease markers of muscle inflammation by up to 35%. Beyond essential fatty acids, salmon provides high-quality complete proteins, with an ideal amino acid profile for the repair and synthesis of new muscle fibers. Particularly relevant is the content of leucine, a branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, that acts as a powerful activator of muscle protein synthesis, stimulating tissue regeneration after physical exertion. Salmon also stands out for its exceptional vitamin D content, often deficient in the general population. This essential nutrient optimizes calcium absorption, strengthens the bones that support leg muscles, and improves neuromuscular functionality, contributing to more fluid and coordinated movements. The selenium present in this fish enhances the endogenous antioxidant system, protecting muscle cells from oxidative stress induced by intense exercise. This trace mineral collaborates with vitamin E to preserve the integrity of cell membranes, crucial components for proper muscle functionality. To optimize benefits, prioritize wild Alaskan salmon or that from certified sustainable farms, preferably cooking it by steaming or grilling with aromatic herbs and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. 4. Greek yogurt. Slow release. Protein for continuous regeneration. Greek yogurt represents an extraordinary ally for leg muscle recovery, distinguished by its exceptional nutritional density and unique protein profile. Unlike traditional yogurt, the Greek variety undergoes a filtration process that removes much of the whey, significantly concentrating the protein content and reducing carbohydrates. The most relevant characteristic of Greek yogurt is the predominance of casein, a slow-digesting protein that provides a gradual and sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream for several hours after consumption. This property makes it ideal for overnight recovery, when leg muscles undergo intense regenerative processes during sleep. Casein creates a prolonged anabolic environment that effectively prevents muscle catabolism and promotes the reconstruction of damaged tissues. Beyond its excellent protein profile, Greek yogurt is extraordinarily rich in bioavailable calcium, an essential mineral for optimal muscle contraction and nerve impulse transmission. A single serving can provide up to 20% of the daily calcium requirement, contributing significantly to the muscular and skeletal health of the lower limbs. An often undervalued aspect of Greek yogurt is its content of live probiotics, beneficial microorganisms that improve intestinal health and enhance nutrient absorption. Recent research has highlighted significant connections between intestinal microbiota and muscle functionality, suggesting that a balanced bacterial flora can positively influence recovery processes and physical performance. Greek yogurt also contains relevant amounts of potassium and phosphorus, crucial electrolytes for regulating muscle pH and ATP production, the main cellular energy source. These minerals help reduce muscle fatigue and maintain water-salt balance in leg tissues. To maximize benefits, choose natural Greek yogurt without added sugars, preferably in the full-fat version that contains beneficial short-chain fatty acids for muscle metabolism. You can enrich it with fresh fruit, antioxidant-rich berries, or a teaspoon of raw honey for a complete and tasty muscle recovery. 5. Sweet potatoes, sustainable energy for tireless legs. Sweet potatoes represent an ideal energy source to support the recovery and optimal functionality of leg muscles. These nutritious tubers offer a complex carbohydrate profile that provides gradual and lasting energy, essential for replenishing muscle glycogen reserves depleted during intense physical activity. Unlike refined carbohydrates that cause glycemic spikes followed by rapid energy crashes, sweet potatoes have a moderate glycemic index, thanks to the abundant presence of soluble fibers that slow the release of glucose into the bloodstream. This characteristic makes them particularly effective in maintaining stable energy levels during the recovery process, providing a constant fuel supply to fatigued muscles. The nutritional profile of sweet potatoes is further enriched by the exceptional content of beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A, which gives them their characteristic orange color. This powerful antioxidant neutralizes free radicals generated during physical exercise, significantly reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in muscle tissues. Recent studies have shown that a diet rich in carotenoids can accelerate recovery times by up to 48% after high-intensity workouts. Sweet potatoes are particularly appreciated by athletes for their high potassium content, an essential mineral for muscle contraction and nerve impulse transmission. A single medium-sized sweet potato provides about 700 milligrams of potassium, exceeding the content of a banana and effectively helping to prevent cramps and muscle spasms during the recovery process. Another distinctive element of sweet potatoes is the presence of vitamin C, a crucial nutrient for collagen synthesis, a fundamental structural protein for tendons and ligaments that support leg musculature. This vitamin also enhances the absorption of non-heme iron, helping to prevent anemia and the consequent reduction in oxygen transport capacity to muscle tissues. To maximize nutritional benefits, bake sweet potatoes with the skin on, where much of the fiber and micronutrients are concentrated. Consume them preferably within 2 to 3 hours after physical activity, when insulin sensitivity is optimal and muscles are most receptive to replenishing glycogen reserves. 6. Lean meat, essential amino acids for muscle reconstruction. Lean meat represents a nutritional resource of primary importance for the regeneration and strengthening of leg musculature. This food provides a concentrated supply of complete proteins with high biological value, containing all essential amino acids in optimal proportions for muscle protein synthesis. Particularly relevant is the content of branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which play a crucial role in activating the anabolic pathways responsible for the repair and growth of muscle fibers. Leucine, in particular, acts as a powerful stimulator of the mTOR complex, the main molecular regulator of protein synthesis, significantly accelerating recovery after intense exercise. Lean meat also stands out for its high content of natural creatine, an organic compound that increases the availability of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, in muscles, improving the ability to generate force and sustain repeated contractions. This energizing effect is particularly beneficial for leg muscles, which are often subject to prolonged efforts during daily and sporting activities. The heme iron present in lean red meat deserves particular attention for its role in transporting oxygen to muscle tissues. This mineral, absorbed with an efficiency up to 3 times higher than non-heme iron of plant origin, is essential for the production of hemoglobin and myoglobin, proteins responsible for optimal muscle oxygenation during physical activity and recovery. Lean meat also provides significant amounts of zinc, a mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many directly related to protein metabolism and tissue repair. A zinc deficiency can significantly compromise regenerative processes and immune functionality, slowing muscle recovery after exertion. To maximize nutritional benefits and minimize saturated fat intake, prioritize lean cuts such as tenderloin, sirloin, or round. Opt for meat from grass-fed animals, naturally richer in anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants. Ideal cooking involves methods that preserve nutrients without adding superfluous fats, such as steaming, grilling, or baking. 7. Bananas. The quick remedy against muscle cramps. Bananas represent an exceptionally effective natural solution to combat muscle fatigue and prevent leg cramps. This tropical fruit, easily available and convenient, offers a perfectly calibrated nutritional profile to support muscle recovery after physical activity. The distinctive element of bananas is the impressive concentration of potassium, an essential electrolyte that regulates cellular water balance and nerve impulse transmission to muscles. During intense exercise, sweating causes a significant loss of potassium, predisposing to cramps, spasms, and muscle weakness. A single medium-sized banana provides about 450 milligrams of potassium, effectively helping to restore optimal levels of this mineral in leg muscle tissues. Bananas offer an ideal mix of simple and complex carbohydrates that provide immediate and sustained energy. Fructose and glucose are quickly absorbed, providing an immediate energy boost, while resistant starch and soluble fibers ensure a more gradual energy release, supporting the recovery process over time. This combination makes them particularly suitable both as a pre-workout snack and as a recovery food. An often undervalued aspect of bananas is their content of tryptophan, an amino acid precursor of serotonin, the well-being neurotransmitter. Serotonin not only improves mood, but plays an important role in muscle pain perception and sleep quality, a crucial phase for tissue regeneration. Regular consumption of bananas can therefore help reduce the sensation of fatigue and improve overnight recovery. Bananas also contain significant amounts of vitamin B6, an essential cofactor in protein metabolism and hemoglobin synthesis. This vitamin facilitates the conversion of glycogen to glucose during exercise and supports the production of neurotransmitters that regulate muscle function, improving coordination and endurance. To maximize benefits, consume a ripe banana within 30 minutes after physical activity, when muscles are most receptive to replenishing energy reserves. You can pair it with a protein source such as Greek yogurt or natural peanut butter for a complete and balanced muscle recovery. 8. Avocado. Healthy fats to reduce muscle inflammation. Avocado emerges as an extraordinary ally for the health and recovery of leg musculature, thanks to its unique lipid profile and richness in bioactive compounds. This tropical fruit, unlike most others, stands out for its high content of monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, the same type of healthy fat present in olive oil. The exceptional lipid composition of avocado exerts a powerful anti-inflammatory effect on stressed muscle tissues. Monounsaturated fats modulate the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines and promote the synthesis of anti-inflammatory mediators, significantly accelerating recovery after intense workouts or long days on your feet. Recent studies have shown that regular inclusion of avocado in the diet can reduce systemic markers of inflammation by up to 40%. Avocado is exceptionally rich in glutathione, considered the body's master antioxidant, which neutralizes free radicals generated during physical exercise and protects muscle cells from oxidative stress. This compound plays a crucial role in cellular detoxification and maintaining membrane integrity, fundamental components for optimal muscle functionality. An often undervalued aspect of avocado is its impressive potassium content, superior to that of bananas by weight. This essential electrolyte regulates the water-salt balance in muscles and nerve impulse transmission, preventing leg cramps and spasms common after intense efforts or in dehydration conditions. Avocado also stands out for its high concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that, in addition to protecting vision, perform an important antioxidant action in muscle tissues, reducing post-exercise inflammation and accelerating regenerative processes. The richness of vitamin E in avocado further contributes to its protective action on leg muscles. This powerful fat-soluble antioxidant preserves the integrity of cell membranes, particularly vulnerable during intense physical activity, and collaborates with vitamin C in tissue regeneration. To maximize benefits, incorporate half an avocado into post-workout meals, pairing it with lean protein sources for complete muscle recovery. You can spread it on toasted whole grain bread, add it to protein smoothies, or use it as a dressing for salads rich in leafy greens. 9. Natural peanut butter, sustained energy and powerful recovery. Natural peanut butter represents an exceptional nutritional resource to support leg muscle recovery and enhance functionality. This versatile food offers an ideal combination of high-quality plant proteins, healthy fats, and essential micronutrients that work synergistically to optimize regenerative processes. The peculiarity of peanut butter lies in its balanced macronutrient profile, with approximately 25% protein, 50% fat, and 20% carbohydrates, providing sustained energy and reconstructive nutrients in a single food source. The proteins contained are particularly rich in arginine, a semi-essential amino acid that stimulates nitric oxide production, enhancing vasodilation and improving blood flow to leg muscles during recovery. The fats present in natural peanut butter are predominantly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, with significant content of omega-6 and omega-9 fatty acids that exert an anti-inflammatory action on stressed muscle tissues. These healthy fats also slow carbohydrate absorption, ensuring a gradual and prolonged energy release that effectively supports regenerative processes. A distinctive element of peanut butter is its richness in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle cell membranes from oxidative stress induced by physical exercise. A single serving can provide up to 25% of the daily requirement of this essential nutrient, contributing significantly to the protection and regeneration of muscle fibers. Natural peanut butter is also an excellent source of magnesium, a crucial mineral for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many directly involved in muscle energy metabolism and protein synthesis. Magnesium also regulates muscle contraction and prevents cramps and spasms, common problems in legs fatigued by intense or prolonged effort. The content of resveratrol, a polyphenol with powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, represents a further advantage of peanut butter. This bioactive compound helps reduce post-exercise muscle inflammation and protects cells from oxidative damage, accelerating recovery times. To maximize benefits, Choose exclusively 100% natural peanut butter, free from added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives. The optimal version contains only roasted peanuts and possibly a small amount of sea salt. Consume 1 to 2 tablespoons within an hour after physical activity, paired with complex carbohydrates such as whole grain bread or fresh fruit. 10. Eggs, the complete package for muscle regeneration. Eggs represent a true nutritional concentrate for the recovery and strengthening of leg musculature. This food, often defined as protein gold by sports nutrition experts, offers a complete and perfectly balanced amino acid profile that constitutes the ideal foundation for tissue regeneration after physical exertion. The most relevant characteristic of eggs is their exceptional protein quality, with a biological value of 100, the maximum in the scale measuring the efficiency with which the body uses dietary proteins. This means that the amino acids present in eggs are absorbed and incorporated into muscle structures with superior efficiency compared to any other natural protein source. Eggs are particularly rich in leucine, the key amino acid that activates muscle anabolic processes through the mTOR signaling pathway. A single portion of 2 eggs provides about 1.5 grams of leucine, sufficient quantity to significantly stimulate muscle protein synthesis and accelerate the recovery of fibers damaged during physical activity. An often undervalued component of eggs is choline, an essential nutrient concentrated mainly in the yolk. This compound is fundamental for the synthesis of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that regulates muscle contraction and nerve impulse transmission. Adequate availability of choline ensures fluid and coordinated movements, improving both performance and muscle recovery of the legs. Eggs also contain significant amounts of vitamin D, a crucial nutrient for muscle health that regulates calcium absorption and directly influences the contractile strength of muscle fibers. Recent research has highlighted how adequate levels of vitamin D are associated with better recovery times and reduced risk of muscle injuries. The antioxidant profile of eggs is enhanced by the presence of lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress induced by physical exercise. These bioactive compounds reduce post-workout inflammation and accelerate regenerative processes in leg muscle tissues. To maximize nutritional benefits, prioritize eggs from free-range hens, naturally richer in omega-3 fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins. The ideal cooking method involves preparations that preserve the integrity of heat-sensitive nutrients, such as low-temperature cooking, soft-boiled, or poached. 11th. Cottage cheese, slow protein for overnight recovery. Cottage cheese emerges as an extraordinary nutritional option to support nighttime leg muscle regeneration. This dairy derivative, obtained through a controlled acidification process, stands out for its exceptional protein profile and versatility of use in the muscle recovery diet. The most relevant characteristic of cottage cheese is the high concentration of micellar casein, a particularly slow-digesting protein that creates a gradual and sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream for 6 to 8 hours after consumption. This unique property makes it the ideal food to consume before night rest, when muscle regenerative processes reach their maximum intensity. Casein forms a clot in the stomach that is progressively digested, providing a constant supply of essential amino acids that effectively prevents muscle catabolism during the overnight fast. Cottage cheese boasts an extremely favorable protein-to-calorie ratio, with about 12 to 14 grams of high biological value protein per 100 grams of product and minimal lipid content. This characteristic makes it particularly suitable for those who wish to support muscle regeneration without compromising body weight control or muscle definition. A nutritional aspect often overlooked in cottage cheese is its significant content of highly bioavailable calcium, an essential mineral for muscle contraction and nerve impulse transmission. A standard portion provides about 15% of the daily requirement of this crucial nutrient for optimal functionality of leg musculature. Cottage cheese also contains bioactive peptides that have demonstrated immunomodulatory and anti-inflammatory properties in recent studies. These compounds help regulate the post-exercise inflammatory response, accelerating recovery and reducing delayed onset muscle soreness. DIAMs, frequently felt in the legs after intense workouts. The presence of riboflavin, vitamin B2, in cottage cheese deserves particular attention for its role in muscle energy metabolism. This vitamin is involved in the conversion of nutrients into ATP, the main cellular energy source, and supports detoxification processes that eliminate the metabolites of muscle fatigue. To maximize benefits, choose fresh and unpasteurized cottage cheese when possible, naturally richer in live probiotics that improve intestinal health and nutrient absorption. You can consume it plain or enrich it with fresh fruit, chia seeds, or a teaspoon of raw honey for a complete and tasty muscle recovery. 12. Brazil nuts. The power of selenium for protected muscles. Brazil nuts represent an exceptional nutritional concentrate for the protection and recovery of leg musculature, standing out in the landscape of nuts for their extraordinary mineral and antioxidant profile. The distinctive element of these nuts is the incomparable richness of selenium, an essential trace element that plays a crucial role in cellular protection and muscle functionality. A single Brazil nut can contain up to 95 micrograms of selenium, exceeding the recommended daily requirement. This mineral is fundamental for the activity of glutathione peroxidase, an antioxidant enzyme that neutralizes free radicals generated during intense physical exercise, protecting muscle cell membranes from oxidative damage. Recent research has highlighted how adequate levels of selenium are directly correlated with better muscle functionality and reduced recovery times after physical exertion. A deficiency of this nutrient can manifest with muscle weakness, accelerated fatigue, and impairment of tissue regenerative processes, symptoms particularly evident in leg musculature subjected to daily stress. Beyond selenium, Brazil nuts offer an excellent supply of magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many directly related to muscle contraction and energy production. Magnesium regulates the calcium-potassium balance in muscle cells, preventing cramps and spasms common in fatigued legs. The lipid profile of Brazil nuts is dominated by monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids, particularly oleic and linoleic acid, which exert an anti-inflammatory action on stressed muscle tissues. These healthy fats also improve insulin sensitivity, optimizing glucose utilization by muscles during post-exercise recovery. A particularly interesting bioactive component of Brazil nuts is L-glutathione, a polyphenol with powerful antioxidant properties that protects muscle fibers from oxidative stress and reduces circulating inflammatory markers. This compound contributes significantly to the acceleration of regenerative processes in leg muscles after intense workouts or prolonged stress. To maximize benefits without risking selenium overdose, limit consumption to 2 to 4 Brazil nuts per day, preferably unroasted and unsalted to preserve intact heat-sensitive nutrients. You can incorporate them into a post-workout snack, pairing them with fresh fruit, or add them chopped to yogurt and cereals for complete muscle recovery. 13. Quinoa, complex carbohydrates and complete proteins for powerful legs. Quinoa establishes itself as an exceptional superfood to support leg muscle functionality and recovery, offering a nutritional profile unique in its kind. This Andean pseudo-cereal, technically a seed but used as a cereal, combines high-quality complex carbohydrates with complete proteins, representing an ideal energy source for tissue regeneration. The peculiarity of quinoa lies in its exceptional protein content, 14 to 18%, significantly higher than traditional cereals, and especially in the presence of all 9 essential amino acids in optimal proportions. This characteristic makes it one of the rare plant sources of complete proteins, particularly valuable to support muscle protein synthesis and accelerate recovery after physical activity. The complex carbohydrates of quinoa have a moderate low glycemic index, 53, ensuring a gradual and sustained energy release that avoids insulin spikes and provides constant fuel to muscles during recovery phases. Its richness in soluble fibers, 5 to 7%, further contributes to stabilizing blood glucose and improving the sensation of satiety, a relevant aspect for those who wish to maintain an optimal body composition during the muscle regeneration phase. A distinctive nutritional aspect of quinoa is its impressive mineral profile, with high concentrations of magnesium, iron, potassium, and zinc, all crucial elements for neuromuscular functionality and energy metabolism. Magnesium, in particular, plays a fundamental role in regulating muscle contraction and preventing leg cramps, a common problem after intense or prolonged efforts. Quinoa also boasts significant antioxidant content, particularly quercetin and kaempferol, flavonoids that neutralize free radicals generated during physical exercise and protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. These bioactive compounds help reduce post-workout inflammation and accelerate regenerative processes in leg muscles. A further advantage of quinoa is its richness in B vitamins, particularly B2, riboflavin, and B6, pyridoxine, essential cofactors in muscle protein and energy metabolism. These vitamins facilitate the conversion of nutrients into available energy and support the synthesis of neurotransmitters that regulate muscle function. To maximize nutritional benefits, rinse quinoa thoroughly before cooking to remove saponins, natural compounds that can impart a bitter taste. Cook it in a 1:2 proportion with water or vegetable broth for 15 to 20 minutes until complete liquid absorption. You can consume it as a base for post-workout protein bowls, add it to nutritious soups, or use it in salads rich in vegetables for complete and balanced muscle recovery. 14. Blueberries, powerful antioxidants for accelerated recovery. Blueberries emerge as extraordinary allies for leg muscle recovery, standing out in the fruit landscape for their exceptional concentration of bioactive compounds, with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These small blue-violet fruits contain an arsenal of phytochemicals that actively intervene in tissue regenerative processes after physical exertion. The most relevant characteristic of blueberries is the high content of anthocyanins, pigments responsible for their intense coloration that act as powerful free radical scavengers in the body. Intense physical activity inevitably generates oxidative stress in leg muscles, with consequent cellular damage and inflammation. Anthocyanins effectively neutralize these reactive molecules, significantly reducing muscle damage and accelerating recovery times. Recent studies have shown that regular consumption of blueberries can decrease post-exercise oxidative stress markers by up to 38%. Blueberries also boast an impressive content of quercetin, a flavonoid with marked anti-inflammatory properties that inhibits the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines and reduces tissue edema frequently associated with leg muscle fatigue. This bioactive compound also improves peripheral microcirculation, optimizing the supply of oxygen and nutrients to muscle tissues in the recovery phase. An often undervalued aspect of blueberries is their contribution to vascular health, a crucial element for efficient muscle recovery. The richness of pterostyl and resveratrol, stilbenic compounds with powerful vasodilating action, improves blood flow to leg muscles, accelerating the removal of fatigue metabolites and the supply of essential nutrients for tissue regeneration. Blueberries also contain significant amounts of vitamin C and manganese, synergistic nutrients that support collagen synthesis, a fundamental structural protein for tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue that supports leg musculature. An adequate intake of these micronutrients ensures the integrity of the locomotor apparatus and prevents injuries during physical activity. The presence of ellagic acid and its derivatives gives blueberries a further protective action on cellular DNA, preventing mutations induced by oxidative stress and preserving the optimal functionality of muscle cells. This genetic protection translates into greater resistance to fatigue and a more rapid ability to adapt to physical effort. To maximize benefits, prioritize fresh seasonal blueberries, preferably organic to avoid pesticide residues that could neutralize part of the antioxidant activity. Consume them within 30 to 60 minutes after physical activity, when muscles are most receptive to anti-inflammatory nutrients, or incorporate them into post-workout protein smoothies for complete and effective muscle recovery. 15th, turmeric, the powerful natural anti-inflammatory for pain-free legs. Turmeric stands out as an exceptionally effective natural remedy to counter muscle inflammation and accelerate leg recovery after intense or prolonged efforts. This golden root, used for millennia in Ayurvedic medicine, has recently gained attention from the scientific community for its extraordinary therapeutic properties in the context of tissue regeneration and muscle pain management. The main active principle of turmeric, curcumin, represents one of the most powerful known natural anti-inflammatories, with an efficacy comparable in some studies to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, but without their side effects. Curcumin selectively inhibits the activity of cyclooxygenase 2, COX2, and lipoxygenase, key enzymes in the inflammatory cascade, significantly reducing pain and swelling associated with leg muscle fatigue. The ability of curcumin to modulate nuclear factor kappa B, NF-κB, signaling pathways represents a further mechanism through which this bioactive compound exerts its anti-inflammatory action. By inhibiting the activation of this transcription factor, curcumin reduces the expression of numerous pro-inflammatory cytokines responsible for post-exercise muscle pain and stiffness. Beyond its anti-inflammatory action, turmeric boasts an impressive antioxidant potential with an oxygen radical absorbance capacity, ORAC, among the highest in the plant kingdom. This protective effect effectively counters oxidative stress induced by intense physical exercise, preserving the integrity of muscle cell membranes and accelerating regenerative processes. A particularly relevant aspect for muscle recovery is the ability of curcumin to stimulate the production of tissue growth factors, particularly brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, and insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, which play a crucial role in the repair and strengthening of muscle fibers damaged during physical activity. Turmeric also improves peripheral circulation through increased production of nitric oxide and inhibition of platelet aggregation. This vasodilatory effect optimizes blood flow to leg muscles, facilitating the supply of oxygen and essential nutrients for recovery and efficient removal of fatigue metabolites. To maximize curcumin absorption, notoriously limited due to its lipophilic nature, it's essential to associate it with black pepper, containing piperine, which increases bioavailability up to 2,000%, and consume it with a source of healthy fats. An excellent strategy is to prepare the traditional golden milk, a beverage that combines turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and plant milk enriched with a teaspoon of coconut or almond oil, to be consumed preferably in the evening to also take advantage of the relaxing properties of this spice. 16. Ginger, natural vasodilator for revitalized legs. Ginger emerges as an extraordinarily effective natural remedy to revitalize fatigued leg musculature, combining powerful anti-inflammatory properties with a vasodilating action that optimizes post-exercise recovery. This aromatic root, used for millennia in traditional Eastern medicines, offers a complex of bioactive compounds that specifically intervene in muscle regeneration processes. Gingerols and shogaols, characteristic active principles of ginger, selectively inhibit cyclooxygenase, COX, and lipoxygenase enzymes, significantly reducing the synthesis of pro-inflammatory prostaglandins and leukotrienes. This mechanism of action, similar to that of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs but without their side effects, results in a marked reduction of delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, in the legs, a common phenomenon after intense workouts or unaccustomed physical activity. Recent clinical studies have documented how regular consumption of ginger can decrease post-exercise muscle pain by up to 25% and accelerate the recovery of muscle strength compared to placebo. Particularly significant is the ability of ginger to attenuate the subjective perception of effort during physical activity, allowing more effective training sessions and faster recovery. A distinctive aspect of ginger is its powerful thermogenic action that stimulates peripheral microcirculation, increasing blood flow to leg muscles. This vasodilatory effect improves the supply of oxygen and nutrients to tissues in the recovery phase and accelerates the removal of lactic acid and other fatigue metabolites, reducing the sensation of heaviness and muscle tension. Ginger also boasts remarkable antioxidant properties, with over 40 identified antioxidant compounds that neutralize free radicals generated during intense physical exercise. This cellular protection reduces oxidative damage to muscle membranes and preserves mitochondrial functionality, a crucial component for energy production and efficient recovery. An often undervalued aspect of ginger is its ability to optimize digestion and nutrient absorption, indirectly improving muscle recovery. By stimulating the production of digestive enzymes and gastrointestinal motility, this root facilitates the assimilation of proteins and other essential nutrients for tissue repair, maximizing the benefits of the post-workout diet. To fully exploit the beneficial properties of ginger on leg muscle recovery, incorporate it fresh into your daily diet, grating it into post-workout smoothies, hot infusions, or marinades for lean proteins. A particularly effective strategy is to prepare a ginger tea with the addition of turmeric and a teaspoon of raw honey to be consumed within 30 minutes after physical activity for an immediate anti-inflammatory and regenerating effect. 17. Chia seeds, plant, omega-3s for sustainable recovery. Chia seeds represent an exceptional nutritional concentrate to support the recovery and optimal functionality of leg musculature. This ancient food, venerated by pre-Columbian civilizations as a source of sustained energy, offers a unique nutritional profile that intervenes in multiple aspects of tissue regeneration and muscle performance. The most distinctive characteristic of chia seeds is their extraordinary content of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, with about 5 grams per 30-gram serving. These essential fatty acids exert a powerful anti-inflammatory action on stressed muscle tissues, modulating the production of eicosanoids and pro-inflammatory cytokines responsible for post-exercise muscle pain and stiffness. Regular integration of chia seeds in the diet can significantly reduce systemic markers of inflammation and accelerate functional recovery of the legs after intense workouts. Chia seeds boast an exceptional hydration capacity, able to absorb up to 12 times their weight in water thanks to the high content of soluble mucilages. This unique property creates a viscous gel in the digestive system that gradually releases nutrients and fluids into the bloodstream, ensuring sustained hydration of muscle tissues for several hours. Optimal hydration is fundamental for biomechanical functionality and efficient recovery of leg muscle fibers. A nutritional aspect often undervalued in chia seeds is their significant protein content, about 20%. With a complete amino acid profile that includes all essential amino acids in favorable proportions. These high-quality plant proteins provide the fundamental building blocks for the repair and synthesis of new muscle fibers, contributing to the maintenance and enhancement of leg muscle mass. Chia seeds are exceptionally rich in antioxidants, particularly phenolic acids, myricetin, quercetin, and kaempferol, which effectively neutralize free radicals generated during intense physical exercise. This cellular protection reduces oxidative damage to muscle membranes and accelerates regenerative processes, allowing a faster and more complete recovery after exertion. The mineral profile of chia seeds deserves particular attention for its contribution to muscle functionality, with high concentrations of calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Calcium and magnesium, in particular, play complementary roles in muscle contraction and relaxation, preventing cramps and spasms common in legs fatigued by intense or prolonged effort. To maximize the benefits of chia seeds on muscle recovery, incorporate them gradually into your daily diet, starting with 1 tablespoon per day and progressively increasing to 2 to 3 tablespoons. You can prepare them as overnight pudding by mixing them with plant milk and fruit, add them to post-workout smoothies, or use them as a natural thickener in nutritious soups and sauces. For an effective recovery strategy, consume a portion of hydrated chia seeds within 30 to 60 minutes after physical activity, when muscles are most receptive to anti-inflammatory and reconstructive nutrients. Conclusion: integrated strategies for revitalized legs. Optimal recovery of leg musculature doesn't depend on a single miraculous food, but on an integrated nutritional strategy that wisely combines the specific nutrients offered by each presented food. Coconut water emerges as the supreme solution for immediate hydration and electrolyte restoration, fundamental in the first hours post-exercise. To maximize results, consider creating synergistic combinations. A post-workout smoothie with coconut water, spinach, blueberries, and a teaspoon of turmeric with black pepper offers a powerful anti-inflammatory and regenerative cocktail. For overnight recovery, a portion of Greek yogurt with chia seeds, chopped Brazil nuts, and a touch of fresh ginger supports muscle regeneration during sleep. Remember that timing is crucial. Complex carbohydrates like quinoa and sweet potatoes are ideal in the 2 to 3 hours following physical activity, while slow-release proteins like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt are preferable before night rest. Regular integration of anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, and blueberries can significantly reduce recovery times and improve muscle resilience in the long term. With this comprehensive guide, you now have all the nutritional tools necessary to transform heavy and painful legs into strong, resilient lower limbs, ready to face any physical challenge. Start incorporating these superfoods into your daily routine today and experience the difference in just 12 hours. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content, and thanks for watching this video.